Hello and welcome to this video tutorial from Computergaga.com. In this video we're going to look at how to create a candlestick stock chart with open, high, low, close data. Now I'm not going to go on about what a candlestick chart is and what different parts of it mean, because I'm assuming that if you're going to watch this video you're going to know that theoretical stuff anyway. I will add some information in the description of the video though. I'm just going to get straight in and get this created. Now you may notice on my spreadsheet that I have no data. How can you create a chart if you don't have any data? Well, I wanted to show you how I can get the data off the web right now. I'm going to get it from Google Finance and I'm going to create a connection to a web page on Google Finance so that I can easily refresh this data and my chart would constantly be up to date. I wouldn't have to create it every, say, 30 days or whatever the scenario is. So I'm in A1 at the moment. I'm going to click on data and then from web. And I already have a copy of the web address I want, so I'm just going to paste it into the address bar at the top here and run straight off to that page. So I've already prepared that so not to waste time typing it in or going into my bookmarks or whatever, Googling it. But this is what I've got. I've got the Microsoft stock data here as of the May the 9th, which was yesterday, all the way back to March the 28th. So in 30 rows of data here, but that is adjustable on this Google Finance. And you can see they've actually got links on here, so you can actually download this data straight to a spreadsheet if you're not interested in a connection like I'm going to create. This is what I'm going to do though, and you see I have this kind of orange arrow which is turning blue when I hover over it, and that's allowing me just to take that daily prices table, which is fantastic. I'm going to click on that, turns into a tick, and click import in the bottom right, and that will import that data into this worksheet in cell A1 that it's prompting me for there. Now I do have a properties button which I can access here, or from you see the kind of ghosted out button on a ribbon there because I'm not completed this yet. If I click on OK just to quickly import that data, and I'll demonstrate using the properties button above once it's in. Here we go, it's in. And if I click on that properties button, I do have some options I can adjust, such as the name of this connection. You could well have multiple links, multiple connections to different stock and different daily items. I'm interested in the refresh options. That's my purpose for going in here really. And I'm going to tick refresh the data and opening the file. So you know that whenever you open this up, it's always automatically connecting with that web page and bringing in the latest prices, as long as your internet connection is there and working. I'll click OK. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that today because this is all happening here and now. You may just have to take my word for that, but it may well be that some of you watching this are kind of familiar with web queries, or you maybe connect to your HR system or your payroll system at work and have some kind of experience there. It's literally a case of opening it up and you've got fresh data pretty much. Okay, so here we go. This maybe could be tidied up. Let me just do some quick stuff. Here we go, that will do. It could look better. Could turn these bold and they'll look amazing and stuff. But this is the open, high, low, close data that I'm interested in. I've also got the volume, which I'm not interested in right now. Some of you may want to use that into your chart. You may want to say show closing a price and put the volume in there as well. That's not the purpose of this video. Now I'm going to highlight range A2 down to E, whatever it will be, 31 I guess, because it was 30 days. I'm going to grab that range and I'm going to click on insert so I can insert a chart. Now I'm in Excel 2016 here, so I'm going to click on this waterfall chart button because that is where you can get access to the different stock charts that Excel provide. Now, depending on the version of Excel, you will have a stock chart. They've been around for a long time. I don't really know even when they came out, a long time. But the way you access it may be different depending on the version that you're running with. Just bear that in mind, please, but it will be in your insert and your kind of chart area. Now I'm going to hover over these stock charts so that I can be sure to get this one here, the open, high, low, close. But notice you hover over, you do get a description of the different types of chart we have here. And this one's bringing in the volume. It tells me here, I'm not interested in that right now. I'm going to click on my open, high, low, close data. And as easy as that, I've got a candlestick chart. This could be improved. Yes, of course. That's what I'm going to do in the next couple of minutes. But I've got a chart. I mean, Excel is incredibly useful at creating these built-in charts, which have evolved over time, especially in the version I've got right now. And now what I might do, because it's quite busy, there's quite a lot going on, I might just, with this chart selected, click Move Chart on the edge of Design here. And I'm going to move it into a new sheet. And what am I going to call it? Maybe I'll call it Open, High, Low, Close. I could have called it Microsoft, I guess. I'll click OK. And essentially, I just want to show moving it into this chart, into this sheet, sorry. So we've got a lot more room now to actually view the data I'm working with. Now, obviously, there's a lot of formatting you can do here. You may want to change the colours potentially of the candlestick chart. You know, a white candle here showing that it's an increase in price, black showing it's a decrease. You may want to get rid of axis, you may want to get rid of grid lines, you may want to change chart titles, so on and so forth. This is all other kind of charting, Excel charting skills really. Two things that are very common to do, if I try and focus on that stuff, is to modify this axes along the bottom. Now I'm going to double click on the axes down there to change it. And remember, I'm in 2016, so I get this area on the right hand side. Some of the versions prior, you'll be receiving a dialog box and you'll be adjusting these same settings in there. Now I'm going to come in here and choose text axes. You see this a lot, people preferring text axes because we've got dates along axes at the bottom and Excel works with them numerically. And you can see at different points here, but I don't know how easy that is on screen, to be honest, to see right now. But you've got this May the 1st. See this a bit better now. April 28th, there is a split of the weekend there. And there'll be another split of a weekend here, 24th, 21st of April. And some people don't like the way that Excel will react to that, so they change it to a text axis. Something that's much more likely to change, though, is you notice the axis at the bottom is going from the most recent date, May the 9th, to the oldest date, March the 28th, from my data, because that's the way it looked on that Google Finance page. Now I'm going to choose this option in here, checkbox, to reverse the order of the categories. So now it's quite happily going from March the 28th across to May the 9th. I want it in that order as it makes more sense numerically to move that way. Now bear in mind you can also change this stuff just by sorting the data on the original worksheet. There's nearly always more than one way to get this done and you could sort that data. Bear in mind this is connected to a web query, so this data has always been refreshed. So sorting would become a very tedious, repetitive task, which is why maybe improving the quality of the chart would be a better option. But I'll leave that to you guys. I'll leave that open to you. But immediately here we have a candlestick chart. Let's get rid of this series before it frustrates me. These legends at the bottom. We have a candlestick chart created really quickly in Excel using one of their 4 built-in stock charts and demonstrating a couple of basic formatting options, especially with the reversal of the category. But you can take these a lot further than what I'm necessarily doing right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. Please like the video if you do, and please check out some of our other videos on our YouTube channel, and come check us out at computergaga.com.